Hi teen, it's Miss Melanie. I thought I'd read us a bedtime story tonight. This book is called Goodnight Moon, and it's a story that my family, my mom and dad, used to read to me when I used to go to bed. And it has some things, mostly the moon, that is something that's in the sky, and that's what we've been learning about this week. So the author's name is Margaret Wise Brown, and the author, remember, is the person that writes the words. The illustrator is named Clement Hurd, and she is the one that drew the pictures. Okay, so I'll let you come over and get cozy in your bed and we can look at it together, okay? Okay. So this book is called Goodnight Moon. We're going to read it 2 times. First time we're just going to read it and look at the pictures, and the second time we're going to think about the rhyming words. In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon and a picture of, I don't know what. Okay, so I see the green room, the telephone, the red balloon, a picture of the cow jumping over the moon. There's a cow and the moon. And there were 3 little bears sitting on chairs, and 2 little kittens, and a pair of mittens, and a little toy house, and a young little mouse. Let's see. I see the 2 kittens, I see the mittens, I see the house, and way over here is the mouse. And a comb, and a brush, and a bowl full of mush. Here's my comb and my brush. And mush is kind of like oatmeal, which we learned about. And a quiet old lady whispering, hush. Shh, she's saying be quiet. Nap time. Good night, room. Look at that big room. Good night, moon. There's the moon. Good night, cow jumping over the moon. Good night, light and the red balloon. Good night, bears. Good night, chairs. So here's the light and the red balloon and the bears and the chairs. Bunny's looking at all those things. Good night, kittens, and good night, mittens. Good night, clocks, and good night, socks. Let's see here. Oh, there's the clock. And way over here are the socks. The illustrator's tricky. Ooh. Good night, little house, and good night, mouse. Good night, comb, and good night, brush. Comb and brush. Good night, nobody. Good night, mush. And good night to the old lady whispering, hush. There she is. Good night, stars. Good night, air. Good night, noises everywhere. The end. Okay, we're going to read it one more time, and this time I'm going to point out the rhyming words, okay? When I'm reading, I want you to give me a thumbs up if it is a rhyming word and a thumbs down if it's not a rhyming word, and you can talk about it with your family, okay? In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon and a picture of... Do room and balloon rhyme? No, they don't. They don't have the same end sound. A picture of the cow jumping over the moon. And there were 3 little bears sitting on chairs. Bears, chairs. Are those rhyming words? Yes, they are. They have the same end sound. And 2 little kittens and a pair of mittens. Okay, kittens and mittens. Are those rhyming words? Yes, they are. They both end in ittens. And a little toy house and a young mouse. Toy house and mouse. Are those rhyming words? Yes, they are. They both both end in ouse. And a comb and a brush and a bowl full of mush. Okay, comb and brush. Do those rhyme? No, this one ends in and this one ends in sh. Those are different end sounds. And a quiet old lady who was whispering hush. Goodnight room. Goodnight moon. And goodnight cow jumping over the moon. Goodnight light and the red balloon. Do light and balloon rhyme? No, this ends in ite, light, and balloon ends in oon. Ite and oon are not the same. Goodnight bears, goodnight chairs, goodnight kittens, and goodnight mittens. Do kittens and mittens rhyme? Yes, they do. They both end in itens. Goodnight clocks and goodnight socks. Goodnight little house and goodnight mouse. Do house and mouse rhyme? Yes, they do. They both end in ouse. Goodnight comb and goodnight brush. Goodnight nobody, goodnight mush. And good night to the little old lady, whispering hush. Good night stars, good night air. Do stars and air rhyme? No, they have different ending sounds. This ends in R, and air ends in air. They're a little different, the vowels. Good night noises everywhere. The end. Okay, I hope you enjoyed our book. Thanks for talking with me. I hope you guys can watch this before you go to bed and some other times throughout the week. Miss you all. Bye.